Hello guys, today is 22 February 2019 and our subject today is how to trade IPOs. Each time we try to see things from another angle and hope you are watching right now. The stream shows it's medium and there is one watching, so that's good from the beginning. Hi. So our subject today is about IPOs, and I have made just a few days, like yesterday, a video which is very simple, just to show you. Hi Turik Amin, how are you? So the video was about IPOs, and I understand a lot of traders are confused about these IPOs. Are they stocks or they are not, or why people are interested in them? It seems they are just stocks like the other stocks. So what's the deal? Why we are speaking about IPOs always? Hello Tesla, how are you? I am fine, thank you very much. So hello Nasranochi, you come on time and hope you will be just as always listening and you don't talk. You open the session and you end the session. Bonsoir, comment allez-vous? And Nehemia, Wesley, what's up? How are you, Nehemia? How are you? And as usual, the subject of today is IPOs, and I want just to say why a lot of people, they talk about them, especially me. I talk about them because so Turin Admi, he said, you're the only person that said it right without me helping them say it. Oh, that's good. Tesla said, what if the support sloping up and resistance sloping down? What's the price will go? I don't know where you are, man. Sometimes you are in your imagination and you are in your own world. I can't. You just tell me resistance sloping, support sloping. I don't know what you are talking about. For me, I am a chartist. If I don't see something, I don't imagine. Okay? In my trading, this is the thing I do. I don't imagine what will happen in the future, and I don't predict. I don't predict in all my trading. I do what we call speculating through my rules, through my criteria when choosing through my criteria and through my criteria of selection. So when you say resistance line, there are thousands of resistance line, and the support line can become later a resistance line. A resistance line can become support line, sloping or not sloping. I have no idea about this. So what I do is always I have clear things when I see in the chart. Hello free trader, it's a long time I have seen you. Tesla said, is Trump here? I have no idea who is Trump. Maybe you are thinking about Trump, your friend, or someone else. I have no idea. Now, as usual, we always talk about IPOs, and these IPOs, they were, most of the time, some of them or few of them are very, very famous when they are private, and some they are not famous. Okay, so they are private companies. It means you can't buy, if you want to buy this company some shares before it goes IPO. I will just explain in general what's going on into the thing. So let's drink some coffee. So if I tell you, for example, what do you think about Geico, the big insurance company? This company is private. It means if you have heard about Geico, you have heard a lot of ads. It's very special about its ads. Okay, and let's say you are interested in it. You go to Geico website and you see the investors thing, and you don't find that they are selling, and they told you we are private, we don't sell, because it was bought by Warren Buffett before, because he saw that this company is very, very energetic. It has a good plan. It might be a big company, but he bought it as it is in private. So he didn't put it as an IPO. Okay, as an IPO, it means it becomes public to the people to buy and to sell, because he is not interested in that trading too much. He is interested not to make the stocks very, very volatile. That's why his Berkshire Hathaway stock, as we say, stock, it is too expensive, and still we have some trading, but it is too expensive. Now, these companies, as I say, some are, or few, are very, very known. Let's say, for example, Facebook. Facebook, it was very known before coming to the stock market. People, they use it. Okay? People, they use it, and all the people, they use it. But at that time, if you go to buy Facebook, you don't find shares when it was at the beginning private. You can use it, you can go online, you use it, but it was not public. And then in 2012, it comes to the stock market. It goes a little bit for the 6 months, and then it goes up. I have been, for example, following Facebook, Twitter, and afterwards Apple very, very much. Why I am interested in those? Because they were very, very popular, and a lot of people, they know about them. Okay, so it doesn't mean that popular you make money. No, it means there is a lot of attention. So Tesla, I see your questions and sentence. I will answer your questions just when I finish this, because you are speaking about insiders and so on. Now, if the company is famous before, the banks who are the underwriters, they speak a lot about this, and we have the analysts. They prepare their opinion based on the prospectus of the company that the underwriter have written. It means the company gives a lot of information to the underwriter, who are the banks. Okay, we have this, this is our vision, this is what we want to do, if we get the money, what we are going to do, Are we stable, yes or no? It means they give the good things and the bad things about the company. That's why when they go public, so all the people, they know some information. But understand, this information, it's not a big information, because the prospectus, it is just a few pages telling you what this company does and what is the future, what are the weaknesses, does this company has a lot of debt, and a lot of stuff like this. Okay? Now, you are asking, this is the first step, which is you can't buy a private company's shares. You can't. But what about when there is this process of IPO? Who can buy shares before they go public in the first day? So this is the question. Okay? Now, these guys who are underwriters, they try to see mutual funds, brokers, other banks. They see a lot of people in order to give them information about this company and in order to sell shares to these guys. So these guys, most of them, they have money. So because when they want to sell, they are not going to sell 100 shares or 1,000 shares. Okay? So maybe they sell with millions of shares. So all of us, what we call the public, if you are in your broker and you ask the broker, are there any IPOs, shares or something, most of the time they will not sell for you. Okay? It's risky, and if they want to sell, it should be, you should be having a lot of money. Okay? At least you are a millionaire. If you are not under, I don't think that they will propose to you, or they sell, or they say we don't offer this service. We don't sell before going to the public. Okay? So those people who buy before the public day, it means before the IPO, when it goes to the day. So what is the reason? Most of these, the reason is to flip this IPO, to buy it so cheap, because the underwriters generally they sell cheap, okay, under the value of this company. So because they know the company, they know a lot of information about them, because the insiders, they give a lot of information for the company to these underwriters, and these underwriters, they know, for example, this let's say, listen, let's say the value of this company by share is $20. Okay? So they don't sell it at $20. Let's say they sell it at $10. Okay? So when they sell it at 10, they know, those investors, they know they buy it under the original price or the offer. Under. So, but the thing is, they ask them not to sell after 2 months or 3 months or whatever months. Okay, generally it's 180 days, and it depends on what's the contract they do. It means they ask you, okay, you are buying, we are buying before the market, because you have money. That's why we sell for you. But understand that the contract said you should not sell until, from the IPO, until 180 days. Okay? So whatever will happen in the market, you should have the risk. Because the stock, maybe it opens at 15, Maybe in 2 months or 3 months it goes to $1 or zero or whatever. So you should assume this responsibility, and you can make a lot of money, so you flip this IPO and you take your money. But some people stay when they see the company is so strong, okay? It's making money and the stock is going up so good. So some people, they get and they invest if they know that this company will be making a lot of money. And someone here has written, for example, Square. I have talked about Square. In a few months, from $11, it goes to $100. So it is so big thing. So people, maybe they bought it at $5 or $2 or $3 a share, and now it is 100. See these people, how much money they make. Okay? And you guys, I see some questions. Please let me finish this presentation just in few minutes, and then I can go and discuss what you have written. Okay? Okay, so this is how it works. People, when the process begins, some people, they can buy before the IPO day. And the IPO day, you can find it in IPO calendar. You just Google it, put IPO calendar, and they will give you each day how many new stocks, companies that are going. If you know a company, it depends you. If you are interested in some companies and it is your domain in your job. For example, you are a pharmacist, or you are a doctor, or you know about drugs, you know about pharmacy, you know about all this stuff. So you can see this drug company and you can see the prospectus. If you find one of these companies that are good, you can buy and can make an investment. Now, so all the people who bought have money. There is no someone who has no money, he can buy before. And it is a lot of risk, because I told you that you should, these are called lock-ups. Lock-ups, it means if you buy before, they give you a contract. You say, okay, you have bought 500,000 shares at $2 or $5 or $7. You cannot sell. This is the law. You can't. Your shares are locked. After 3 months or 2 months, or what is said as lock-ups, because it's a contract, you can sell. That's why some IPOs, sometimes there is no news, and you see this company collapse, and you ask yourself, is it about earnings, like a gap down? And you don't find any news. There is no earning news. There is no news for this company. But you see a gap down and you don't understand. This is called what we call the lock-ups. Lock-ups, it is just the time where the company is not, you cannot sell this company if you bought before the IPO day. Okay? Now we stop here. And then I see your questions, and then we can go and speak about the first day. Okay, so let's begin with Tesla. He said, what they spread false news, scaring people not to buy, so they can take over all company, investigating possibilities of security violation by insiders. No, listen, Tesla. Listen. There is no what we call security violation by insiders. No. The insiders, they own part of the company. Let's say they own 40%. The 60%, they should sell it. They take over their company, and so I see that an error has occurred. I don't know if I am online or not. It says that I am online. So please, I don't see the image. Are you listening? If you are listening, it's okay. Because here in my, I see there is an error occurred. So are you listening? I know the picture is not showing, but I see the live is going, is good. So guys, can you answer? Do you listen? No, I know it is live, I know. And there is a picture or something. Oh, you are listening? Okay. So maybe this picture will change. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Now let me continue. Let me continue with Tesla. Okay? So I said there is no what we call security violations or so. If there is security violation, the IPO could not be sold. Okay? Could not be sold to the public if there is a problem. There are some times when there are some problems when the company get listed to have an IPO and then it doesn't succeed. So this is another problem. We are not going to speak about all this stuff. Okay, we are just speaking about the normal thing. So Tesla, you say false news. There is no false news. The IPO, they give you the prospectus, which is the information of the company. So you read it. If you like it, you buy. If you don't like it, you don't buy. That's it. So they don't say that it is false news. What kind of false news you are talking about? Now, hello, Triceptive. You say buying Uber and Lyft. I don't know if they are not. I think they are not in the market yet. Uber and Lyft, I guess. So I hope we have other big companies. Nazdina Nochi said, Goss is a new IPO, just went public. I made some few dollars on it. That's good, Nazdina Nochi, for your trade. Thor Ham say, employees. I don't understand what you mean by employees. And Tesla said, you have spoken about Square in the past. Is Square considered to continue to trend or trend it over according to the current price action? So we see trend go for Square until 100, and then now it is $67. So it has gone down. So I don't know the future. Now Triceptive said, wouldn't that be illegal? So what is this that it is illegal? So I don't understand. So I see that most of you are not you are seeing a picture, but you are not watching me. It means if I want to change, so let's go and change and see if this change will change to the. Okay, I have changed it to the chart. Please, if it's not working, I can stop and redo it again because it says an error occurred here. So it says there is an error. Ah, yes, yes. Guys, I have a chart here. If you are, you are live. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so please let's begin with Nas Dolanucci, Goss. Okay, he said Goss. He traded Goss today. Oh, okay. So Goss, as you can see, is a new IPO and it's going up. Okay, it was 17, now it's 22. Okay, no problem. Now let's go to another question. So, Nas Dolanucci, have you done a day trading or swing trading? Because it just starts. Okay, let's go to. So Nas Dolanucci said, Snap IPO did that and still tanking since the start. The app is popular, but the stock is just at 1/3 of its original price. Yes. Now, Nas Dolanucci, why this happened? Okay, so I'll just give you some explanation. Understand that in the stock market, a lot of people, they influence the price. It's mostly those analysts and a lot of people who use these apps. That's why I told you before that this something that it is always online, it can go up very, very quick and it can go down very, very quick. It's just because a lot of opinion of people influence. I'm not saying people, it means regular people. No. I think that Snapchat, it has a very large gap up. And then after a few days, an actress or a singer, I don't know, I don't remember, an actress or singer said that I will not be using Snapchat. And they say that she has 25 million subscribers or followers or so. That's why people who use a Snapchat, for me, I don't use it, so I don't know how it is. So they say that users have been shrinking and people, they flee to other things. That's why this company is making less money, and that's why all the analysts were against it. You know, when some people are against it, the news will affect the price. But understand that mutual funds have the last word in the future. If mutual funds, they buy the stock, little by little, any stock can go up because they like it. So understand, it is just sometimes the analysts are against the stock, but the stock is going up, like Facebook before. Now, for me, I was looking at Facebook as a good opportunity to buy, but the analysts say it is not. And I challenged them at that time, and it was just 25 or something. I told them that Facebook can go to $100. Almost all the people who are following me at that time, 2012, they say it will never go there, but it will go down to $12 or $10. It's a failure. But later, the analysts changed their time. They changed their opinion when they see a lot of mutual funds. They begin to buy. The stock is going from, for example, 1755 in 2012. It began to go up. I have made a video at that time, and it has only 300 views or 500 views. I say buy Facebook from now on. After that, it goes from 1755, it goes to 32. I sold it at 31. And then I begin, whenever there is a move, I am there. Okay? So, let's... So, Nasrunanuchi, you are right. Snapchat has gone down so far, and I just explained some of the reasons. But understand that the last word for any company, it is not the news. The news can come and destroy a stock, yes. But later, the mutual fund, they buy when it is cheap. And if they know something good about the company, because they do research. Understand that mutual funds managers, they have money to do research on the company. They see if the company is having a potential to become bigger and bigger and bigger. But I and you, we don't have means to ask people to search for us, because it needs a lot of work. Okay, so it's not just you read the prospectus. There are some people who dig into the management, to the debt, to a lot of stuff, and see if this company can compete in the future. If it is a good thing, the earnings are good, they can buy it. And any stock can go down and go up again. Okay? But some stocks who are IPOs and the earnings are bad, the mutual fund are not interested. So the people, they begin to sell. Those who bought before, they will not stay. That's why you see that the stock is going down and down and down. And the stock loses a lot of money. So this is, you should understand always. Okay, so let's go and see what the other people are saying before we continue. Hello Wally Lick. Hello Triceptive. Hello Dolo Duwop. He said, what is the point of having stock as an insider if you don't plan to sell? Never understood that. Never understood that. So let me understand your question. What is the point of having stock as an insider so you said, what is the point of having stock as an insider if you don't plan to sell? So listen, Dolo Wop. Let me first understand what you mean. It means an insider is someone who has a lot of shares and he has power. So why you want him to sell? If he sell, he will be out. He will be out of the company. Okay? And he has no power, and the shareholders can fire him. Okay? That's why the executives are buying more shares to stay in the company. Okay? So understand maybe you don't understand what is an insider. That's the problem. In insider, what we call the insider trading is, for example, someone who is executive. He knows that the company is struggling. Now he wants to escape. So he begins to sell. Now understand that the Security Exchange Commission, they are filing whenever insider sells or buys, it is there and you can find this information. So if a lot of insiders are selling, the analysts, they know about this because it is published. So if it is published, the analysts, they begin to inquire why these insiders are selling. It means there is something wrong with the company and they begin to search. Okay, but this information, you find it online. It means if you go to the company financial statement, you find it. If you go, for example, NASDAQ, you put any company, you find a section that it says to you insider trading. If someone buys, if someone sells, it is there, the information. How many shares he sold, how many shares he bought. So don't worry about that, because this information is available. You can check it in any stock that it is public in the stock market. You find this information. Okay, and it doesn't mean that someone is selling, it means that the company is bad. No, you know, insiders are executives, are people who own a lot of. Sometimes they need their money to do a project or to buy a house or to do an investment. They don't care, you know, it's their money. So you don't, there is no way to stop them from buying or from selling. And this always happens. You can go to any website in the nasdaq.com, go to any website, you will find the insider trading and you will see they publish this information. So don't worry about this. So this is. So Dolo Wu Do Wop, if you have a precise question, as I have explained to you, please ask again. So Nasdin Anucci said, yes, we just need to refresh the browser. I guess so. Okay, so let's continue. Triceptive said, Lyft and Uber are said to be IPO this year. Yes, let's wait for them. They might be like Uber because it is the first. It might be because Uber it is now everywhere in the world. Okay, and it is so cheap compared to the traditional way of the taxi thing or the cab driver. I have seen that, and you can try from one place to another place. They will ask you, let's say $40 or $30, and then you go to the other one, he asks you 15 or 20. So you see there is a difference, but you should always compare. Okay, but Uber and Lyft, I guess they do a competitive job, and they don't own anything. This is the good thing about businesses online. They have nothing. For example, this Uber and Lyft, they don't have anything. Okay, everything is online, is just a software. Now Tesla said it takes time for an IPO to set up in price before they take off. It's when the IPO is public in the first day, okay, some people they buy, some people they sell short, some people you do whatever you want. I understand that there are millions of shares are sold in the first day. So for the long run, for like a few months, it depends. Some or few stocks succeed. Okay, most of them they go down, and some they go too much down. It means they lose too much. Okay, so this you can see it in the charts. You can take the new IPOs for 1 month or 3 months or 6 months, and you see that. Okay, Tesla said, I found this one on Wednesday, but I didn't have money. ACIA. Let's go to it. It's gone. It's gone, let's say 38, now it's 55. Today it's like a news. This is like a news for me because it is 17.55. Okay, it's too much. And it is an IPO, as you can see. It's a new company. Okay, maybe a 2 years or 3 years company. But look, this company has, as you can see, you have a lot of gap up, gap down. It means that this company is responding to news very good. So maybe it is very, very known. That's why you see the gap up and gap down a lot. So be careful of this kind of stocks. Now, Djellala said, as an insider, what is the benefit of holding stock? Sure, you own part of the company, but it's not profitable. Listen, I will explain to you this part, because maybe you said, but it's not profitable to you. An insider gets those shares for free. It's zero. He doesn't buy them. Okay, beforehand, before the IPO becomes an IPO. Insiders like executives, like CEO, they have their meeting and they give dividend to themselves. And when these guys, because this is the funny thing, Djellala, you should understand. Okay, they give to themselves dividend. This has nothing to do with the dividend in stock market. No. For example, an executive, he has a very, very, very good salary. Let's say an executive, he gets 200,000 or 500,000 a year. This depending on the companies, or 1 million, or it depends on the company. But understand, this is his salary. But they give him dividend. Dividend, how do they give him dividend? By giving him shares for free. Understand that these guys, if he has 100,000 shares or 200,000 shares, he can sell part of them. And the company is still each year giving him more shares. Now why? Because the company makes profits. Okay? So these profits that the company make, they take the big part of it, they take it to themselves. That's why we are always, when you are speaking about jobs. Okay? So you find, for example, an executive in McDonald's, for example. Now, if they give employee, they give them, for example, $7 or $8 or $9, the minimum they can give. But do you think that the executive of McDonald's, they get a cheap salary? No. Why is that? Because all the money goes to the top. And who are the top people? They are what we call the executives. And they take from the profits as they like. So you understand? So how do you say they are not profitable? They get excellent salaries and they get dividends from the company each year. And this is called the bonus or gifts from the company or whatever. They decide for that. And that's why executives are executives. If this job of executives, it's not good, why the people they make companies? Okay? They would not work in the companies that they didn't give money. That's why you should understand Djellala understand that an executive is a person who is running the company. If it is successful, he will get more and more money. That's why they are rich. Okay? Understand that executives in McDonald's or any other company, he is millionaire. He has money. If he has no money, why he is an executive then? Okay? Executive, it is a big job. That's why a lot of people, especially online businesses, like Amazon, like Facebook, like Tesla, like anything that it is online and it has all the executives are millionaires. That's why it is an excellent job. Because you run the company. And you get free dividend, free money. Like I will give you an example, Dolo, Doop, I will give you an example, a very simple example. Let's say you work for a company and it has a 401k. From where do you get the matching? For example, you put $100, your company put $50 or $100. From where this $100 comes? It comes from the earnings of the company. But they give you only 100. But if you are an executive, do you think the guy puts, let's say, 50,000 or 100,000 in his 401k, and the company will give him 100,000 or 200,000? So you see that? Executive is making more money and his salary is big and he become a millionaire in few years. And he began accumulating money, and that's why sometimes executives, when they have a lot of money, a lot of shares, because most of the time they don't give him money, they give him shares, but they give them for free. They don't buy them, they don't buy shares, they give them for free. For example, Amazon, for example, is $2,000 a share. What if this executive, they give him 10,000 or 20,000 or 30,000 shares a year for free? Are you going to work as an executive? Yes, because you are making a lot of money and for this stuff. Okay, so I hope, Dolo Doop, I have answered your question. If you are not sure, you can ask another question, because if you understand what is it an insider or an executive, you will understand that they are getting free things. Tesla said, Goss already take off. Yes, we see it. Tesla said, all mutual funds are watching over the White House. He may cause trouble or war or another September 11, which may affect prices of the... who cares? The only people who cares a lot are investors for the long run. Okay? Sometimes the market has a barrier, like last year. It was a small barrier, and people, they lost some money. But right now, the beginning of 2019, they regain all the money they lost if they don't sell. Because understand that an investor is not a trader. Investor, he doesn't look for this year or next year or the other year. He is looking for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So if you are an investor, you should look for the long run. You don't think near you. Okay? So this is the thing. And understand mutual funds. Let's say the market goes down and there is trouble in the market. Mutual funds managers, they don't lose. It's the people who own the mutual fund, they lose. These people are always having money. Okay? So understand that always who lost money or who lose money is the public. It is us. Either you are trader, you are investor, you are whatever. This is the people they lose. But mutual funds, they don't lose. Even if they lose the price, but still these guys, managers and the people who are working, okay? people who are working for them, they are making money. They are salaries. They don't own mutual fund shares. They don't own. Okay, so you should understand that. So let me see where we are right now. Peter Martin, how are you, Peter Martin? He says, if he sells, get out quick. Yes. When you are in trouble, you should just sell and take your money from the stock market and leave it in your broker. Your broker is like a bank. He will not touch your money. Okay? So understand that the broker is like a bank. If you are trading and you lose some money, you should just exit and leave your money into your broker. Nothing will happen to you. Dolo Duop said power but not money because he can't sell his shares. Who tells you he can sell his shares? Dolo, I told you executive sell. You go to insider trading, you find they sell. There is no rule that they ask not to sell. It is their money. Executives, they are not locked in the company. An executive can sell all his shares and quit this company and go to another company, competitor. You don't see, for example, before when a famous executive, he's running a company, a big company, and then he quits and he goes to another company, or he starts his new company. And all these big companies are like that because he gained experience, but he can't, for example, sell the information of his company to another one. Now this, he will have a problem, and he might go to prison for that. But I'm saying that he has the right to sell, and you keep saying that he has power but no money. Who wants power without money? Okay, anyone who has power, he will have easy money. Look at the politicians. Why the people they go to be politicians? Do you think when they have power, they can change a lot of things? And people who have businesses, they give money to support him. That's why we have people who are spending too much money on politics. Okay, so Dolo, power and money are the same thing because they are interrelated. Peter Martin said, the cash flow statement is a good place to find out if the company is fluid. Yes, it means it gives you what the company is doing, but understand, Peter, that who has written the statement, cash flow statement, who has written it? It is the people from the company. They can lie. They can lie to you, and it is so difficult to understand this thing. It's not easy as you might think. It is so complicated because all is done by accounting, and some accounting things are very, very difficult to understand because they are specialized. So if it is so easy, anyone can go to a company and say, oh, this is good, I buy it, it goes up. No. Okay, so it is so difficult, these things. It's not as easy as you might think. Now, Tony T say, how old are you? I am 100 years. My birthday is next. It will be 100 years and 1 year. Tony, why you ask about the age? Okay, So is that so important, the age for you? And you are okay. So I will answer you. I am 51 now. Dolo Doop say I see it. Okay, so Dolo, I hope in this session you get clear idea who are these people, insiders, and understand that if you go to Nasdaq, you can find information about insider trading. Let's see if I find you okay, let's see if we can make something. Okay, so Dolo Doop, I will show you right now how to get this information. You should just get interested and find the information. So let's say I will show you something right now. Now look at this. We are in Nasdaq.com, which is the exchange. Okay, so let's see, we put Facebook, just an example. We search Facebook. Now go on the left side. All these are the information about the company. So you go down, you find here insider SEC form 4. You see that? Insider SEC form 4. Insider, it means anything that happened with the insiders, it will show it to you. If you want to know more about Security Exchange Commission filing, it means anything that the company have as a news information, it will give you here. Okay, so let's click on that. Insiders, just to give you an idea. Now, number of insider trades. Here we have 10. Here we have 28. It means we have 10 big trades at the open to buy, and we have 28 in these 3 months to sell. So you understand now, Dolo, that we have insider trading. And now look, here it gives you the information. Taylor Suzanne, GS, she is an officer. Okay, she do an automatic sell on the 20 February. It is direct. How many how many shares she has? 1,442, and she sold them at $162.02. Now you see these, okay? All these are sell. Okay, that's why you see these days the stock which is Facebook is going down. 5,000 shares, 750. So this Stretch Colin, who is an officer, he has not that much. He has only he sold 750. Maybe he needs some money because he has 106,000 shares. So he has a lot. Now see this guy, for example. Okay. So here, and all these, it gives you all the traits. But this doesn't help that much. It helped mutual funds and other big guys to understand how many. Okay. So these are just information. You can take any stock and you check that. So this just to make sure you understand Dolo, okay? So from now on, don't tell me that insiders they don't sell. They sell and they buy, they do whatever they want. It's their money. And this is why the company, when it goes public, all what they do is public. And this is why some companies, they don't want to go public, because a lot of information are online. For example, these guys that you see, the officers or executives, they show how many shares they own in Facebook. You see that someone has 1 million, someone has 5,000. So it depends on the people, okay? So understand that because the company is public, they should send the information to Security Exchange Commission. And these trades are just 2 days ago, 3 days ago, okay? Now, Dolo Duop said, makes perfect sense now that we are speaking dividend. Yes. Understand, dividend in stock market, it is not dividend in the real company. It's not. That's the deal. So you say, yes, I understand now. Peter Martin, they say they also receive options. Yes. Triceptive said, off topic from this subject, but is it a good idea to buy KHC after tanking 28%? Now listen, Triceptive. Last live or the other live, someone is always asking me about percentage. I don't trade by percentage. So Triceptive, what is the deal if a company goes 5% or 10% or 20% or 50% or 80%? So these percentages, for me, they don't say nothing. If the company loses a lot, it might be having problems. Okay? If it has problems, the stock maybe go down and more and more and more. So for me, I have techniques and strategies. If you are interested, you can check training level 13, which is buy from support line. This, it shows you the criteria that I use in order to see if a company can come back, yes or no. There are techniques and strategies you should see in the chart. Okay, these things you will not find online, because this is training, it is work. Okay, and buying from the bottom is more difficult when buying when we have a trend. When we have a trend, it is easier. When buying from the bottom, you should be following the company for a long time and understand a lot of things about this company. Why the stock is going down? Is it because the earnings are bad, or is it because just the analysts say bad about it? You should know the thing. But for me, most of the time I don't follow financial statements or analysts. I buy when I see the good chart. I don't care what the analysts say. because they will influence me. You think that they know better than someone else, but they don't know. They know the company, yes, but they don't know trading. And this is the advantage that we have. We understand trading better than them, but they understand the financial statement better than us. If they say to you this company having a problem with debt and competitor or other things, yeah, you can't believe them. But for me, I don't follow analysis. And let's see this company that you said, KHC. Let's see it. Man, look at this. Look at this. The company today lost 27.46. I know this company, the Kraft Heinz. I think Warren Buffett bought it, but it is doing so bad. The stock was here 93. Look at this. Look here. Okay, today on Friday, 134 million shares traded, and the stock lost $13.23 and 27. It's nearly 30%. 1/3 of the company is gone, and you are going to buy. That is funny from you, man. That is funny. So understand. Receptive. Understand. A company is losing money. Today the earnings were so bad. 27%. What if you have bought this stock a few days ago? If you lost 27% in one trade, how can you continue trading in the future? So, receptive, try to be careful. Try to be careful, especially in earning news and companies that have been going down for long. Try to be careful. Okay. Peter Martin said, why would you buy a tanking company? This is in Wall Street. We said catching the falling knife. I will write it here for you guys. So, catching the falling knife. So in general, what does it mean? Okay, catching the falling knife, it means that something is falling, and if you want to catch it, it means to buy it for long. The company is going down, and you want it to you want it up. Who are you? Are you the biggest mutual fund in America, and you are buying this company? Maybe, but you are not. All the people are selling, and you want to buy. You will be crushed, because what you see 34, you think 34 now is a good price to buy because it is cheap. No. This is not what I make a video. I say how you can buy a stock at a discount. This is not a discount. This is you are buying a loser. Okay, so be careful of this kind of stocks. Okay, and you yourself, you say it's tanking 28%. How can you, something is tanking and you are going to, are you going to save this company because you like ketchup? Because I think this Heinz company makes ketchup. Do you like French fries and ketchup a lot? You want to you want to invest in it to have a lot of ketchup in home? I don't think so. Now, okay. Now let's continue, and guys, as I told you before, I am going always from the first sentences and questions, and I am going down. If I don't reach you, I will reach you right now. So don't worry. I will finish almost all the time. I finish all the questions, all your questions, all what you ask in the same session. Okay. Now let's go and continue. Tony T said, I would say no, the stock is going downhill. Yes, it is. Before you buy a stock, monitor it or like a week or two, then decide. You can monitor 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. You will never know where the price goes. So it's good. Peter Martin say thanks. The great info, Djellala. Thank you very much. Frontiers. Hi, Karim. Hi, Frontiers. I don't see you that often. You become lazy these weeks. I don't see you that much. Peter Martin said, yeah, I get it. A dodgy accountant. Yes, a lot of stuff happen. And understand that some accountants can make a company look good. Some they can make it look bad. So it depends on how do they do the accountant. So it's a very thing. Trend Tesla said, why the trend pause for some time or long time before it resumes? Because people are selling. It pauses, it doesn't pause. So in general, in the stock market, we have what we call correction. So correction, it is just when the people, they get scared and they sell. Almost all these people are beginners. They buy a stock for 1 day or two and they get scared, they sell because they say, oh, the stock will go down. That's why most of the time they don't make money. They make little money when they should not sell, but they sell. It's their problem. Okay, so he says, to get to know your wisdom. Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you very much. Tesla said, you are smarter than Buffett. No, I am not smarter than Buffett. Buffett, I have made videos about him and how he made his money. Maybe you should go to my videos and check. Okay? And you said that men holding old companies. No, it's not old companies. He do what we call position trading. He trades. Although the people, they don't know that he trades, but he trades. He holds for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years some companies and he sold them. He has a strategy to do this kind of thing, and he is very successful in that. And if you go online, see where Warren Buffett sells, buys and sells, you will find like these videos. But understand, that all his work is a secret because it is business. Even though he is at old age and he's still buying, because when he buys, he doesn't buy 100 million. He buys always billions of dollars. So he buys a big chunk of a company. And if this company moves just a little bit, $10, $20, $50, he can make. And another thing that you don't know about Warren Buffett is that he is famous. He is famous. If he tells you, before he said, I will buy Bank of America when it was dropping, he buys it at $7, it goes to $30. Now why? It's just because he's very famous and people they trust. So when they trust, they just buy. They don't think. It's like someone who is thinking of, instead of you. So the good thing about Warren Buffett, he begins earlier when the market was so cheap, in the 50s, in the 60s. If you go to Dow Jones, you see 50s and 60s, how much the trend you have seen. It's not just him who become a billionaire. There are thousands in America who become billionaire. They bought like him, but they are not known people. They are very rich people. They are wealthy, but they don't show off in the market. The only one that it is known is Warren Buffett, but all the others, they are hidden. Okay? And you say, I don't see him buying companies that double or triple over time. No. No. Coca-Cola, he bought it, I think $11 at that time. Okay? No, the companies were very, very cheap at that time when he bought them. And understand that he runs a hedge fund. This is the hedge fund that he has. It's called Berkshire Hathaway. This is the first company he bought, which is a textile company, and for 20 years he lost money because he bought an industry that it is losing money. And then he sold all his mills of textile, and he said that it was his biggest mistake in life. So understand, even Warren Buffett, he has done mistakes, and this is part of the game. Okay? I was looking, so Peter Martin, he said, I was looking at some Indian IPOs. 90% of them tank within the first 6 months. It seems they formed the company just to rake money. Yes. Now understand that a lot of fraud have been in the past, especially in 2000 when we have the .com. Any company, the .com, people, they buy it. So there is a bubble. But these companies go up so good, but they will tank later because a lot of people discover that these companies, even they don't exist. It's like a haha.com. You make a haha.com, you put it in the stock market, you become a millionaire. That's it. But what does this company do? You don't know. Maybe laughing in the streets. So there are rules, and some companies, they know that it's not worth it, so they sold it. Tony said, so we are following what's going on there. We are following, and I always write about some kind of politics, but I always write, so here I don't speak about these things here. So Peter Martin said, this is sad stuff. You know, it can happen that some people, they give false information and they get the IPO, they make a lot of money, and then after 1 month, 2 months, the insider, they sell everything. Now, when they sell everything, the people, they buy, and the stock is going down, and then they get out of the company. So the company will be, the public, it means I and you and the other guys, will be the owners of the company, and the company collapse. Because we don't know what's this company doing, or how it runs, or whatever. Okay? So that's the great problem. Now, Triceptive said, thank you for the info on KHC. Triceptive, if you are in the golden subscription, you find the 13 training for free. You can get to training level 13 and study it. It gives you a guidelines how to see the thing. Okay? Now, Tesla said, how about this AMRN? It was, as you can see here, the stock has a gap up 4 million. From $2 it goes to $12. Now this company, this is before, okay, and it goes here to 23. Now it is 19. So it's you try to check this company, you check for fundamentals. Maybe in the future it is for investing, but understand that this, it could be FDA has approved some medicine or something like that, because drug companies, I don't know, mostly they go very, very volatile when they get approved the medicine. So I don't know about this gap up here, because from $2.99 it goes to 12. Okay, so these people who bought this company before, or they know about this company, they would have made a lot of money. Okay, but later it goes down, as you can see. So let's show you here, because I was talking without showing. Now, as you can see, there is a gap up here from $2.99. It goes to $12.47. This, it could be because of FDA approved the medicine, or because of the earnings. But I don't, I suspect the earnings. I think it's something related to FDA, which is Food Administration. Okay? So this is what I think. But understand that these companies, sometimes they go so wide. If you are interested, you can follow them. But understand that sometimes these companies, they have a gap down when they don't approve. Let's see if I can find you some drugs company. Now look at this. The stock here was 40 cents. It goes to 4 cents. And it was sold. Either it was sold, or it was delisted from and becomes private again. Because when you see these lines, it means the stock is 3 cents. It might be going private, or it has been bought by another company. Okay, see that gap down? So you understand that it is not just you buy a company and then you make money. So here it was 40, it goes to 6, then it goes to 3. Okay, so be careful. Here is the gap down also. See that? The stock was $1.10. It goes to 19 cents. So don't think that any company that it is like drugs, you can make money. Sometimes here you see gap down. Almost all these gap downs are sometimes the FDA, the Food Administration, okay, they refuse a drug or medicine. So when the people know, the stock will collapse. And sometimes it is the earnings. The company is not making money. So when they discover that, you see, this company, for example, here, it was $5.96. That's why investing in companies that going down is not an option. That's why I always ask you to check the price. Always check the price and never buy something that is going down. Yes, as you said, the best IPOs are biotechnology. They rise too fast and they crash. No, don't say the best companies, because yes, they are volatile because of the news. Okay? The news affected them a lot. If you are following some stocks, you should follow them daily. If there is any news, good news, and you see the stock is going, you can buy and you can make a lot of profit. But this is a lot of work, because we have thousands of companies. They ask for acceptance of their drugs in the Food Administration. You don't know when the news comes, because a lot of people, they hire professional people to work for them. Whenever there is any news, the guys are buying, or they are selling short when the news are bad. So understand that some people, they have money to cover the market, to know what's going on, and to take profit of some. But understand the market is so big. When you show me, for example, from $2.99, $3, it goes to $12 in one day or in a few hours. If you are with the news when the market closes, if you see the news, you can buy and you can make money. Also, if it is like, you know, the news. So Triceptive say thank you for the info on KHC. Yes, for me, I'm telling you, I buy stocks going down if the market is going down. But if stocks are just by themselves going down, it means they have a problem. I am always not interested to buy this kind of stocks. Okay? So most of the time I buy strong stocks. Strong stocks, it means stocks that are going up. I'm not going to buy stocks that are going down. So you should, if you are going down, you should maybe sell short them. Okay? You follow the trend. For me, I follow the trend up. Most of the time, I'm trying to follow the trend up. But last year, we have a lot of up and down. So I short sometime. I short when I see that there is an opportunity. But in general, I am up. Okay? So companies that they lose business, there are thousands and thousands. And understand that since we are speaking about IPOs, each day we have IPOs. It means each week, each month. So we have thousands and thousands of IPOs each year. So our market becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And people, they buy whatever they come, they buy. If there are good news, some people, they just buy without even thinking. Okay? Now, as we have spoken about let me write this. have spoken about day trading. Okay, so in the first day we have what we call day trading of the IPO. Sometimes it doesn't open at 9:30. Sometimes it is late, 10 o'clock, 11, sometimes. And then when it begins, they accept only limit orders. Okay? They accept limit orders, and you have no access to market order. Okay? So be careful when you are trading the first day, because they don't accept what we call market order. It means when you do stop order, it's not accepted. So be careful to get trapped and you buy something and you can't exit because your limit order doesn't work and it's not filled. So be careful of that. And you should be very quick. You should have money. And you should have a direct access to the market. Some brokers give you direct access. It means not other exchanges than the exchange where the stock is. So this is about day trading. Now swing trading is when you see that there is a trend or the beginning of the trend, you can buy. You can use my techniques and my strategies either from the top or from the bottom. You can see training level 2, level 3, or training level 13. You can see these strategies, how I find stocks. And this is about swing trading. Now I have a question from Tesla. Are you saying that we should not buy high price IPOs even if going up? Who tells you this? Tesla, when did I say that don't buy high price IPOs? I always buy Apple and Facebook and they are 150, 200. I always buy them. So who tells you? I didn't say that. You have a lot of imagination. You sleep, you wake up, and you make stories about me. So let's go to see Baba. I haven't seen this guy for a long time. Let's see Baba. Oh, okay. Now see here. Man. 100, it goes to 200. And then we have the market crash. It's doing the same as the market. And then it goes down, then it's going up like the market. So Baba is like the other stocks. This is 26 December I speak about. It's the same as all the stocks. It's not special. Baba is not special. It's like the other stuff. And it is an IPO. Here it was like 211. It's like Facebook. It's like Apple. They do the same. See that? See that? They do the same. If you see Facebook, Facebook has the gap down that was so bad, and Apple, okay, Apple is the same as Baba. It's the same thing. So not big deal. It's like the same as the market. Nothing is serious. So I have never said don't buy big stocks, because for me I follow the trend. I don't follow the price, big or small. I can buy stock that it is $2 or $3. I can buy stock that it is $200. It doesn't matter for me. What it matters for me is there is a trend, yes or no. Okay? Because I'm following a trend. I am not following how much is the price. How much is the price? It depends on you. Let's say you can't buy stocks that are expensive. 200, 300, 500. You can't buy them because you don't have money. So you can't just go and buy them because you don't have money. Okay? Let's say someone has $5,000 and he wants to buy Google. So are you going to buy 2 or 3 shares? What do you do with them? Okay? So it's not something that you can make the money with. So you should understand. Oh, maybe in the future you can be the IPO Djellala. Yes, maybe in the future, if God wills. But this, it needs that you should be very, very big, like educational website, for example. It should be very, very big to get interested in that. Okay, and then I make it an IPO, and then I sold all the shares for me, and you take the company, and that's it. And I go to retire. That's funny, Tesla. Your imagination, I told you, your imagination is very, very good. So I will tell you about someone. Have you seen Robert Kiyosaki? He is the one who buying small companies and make them IPOs. And then when he make them IPOs, he sell all his shares and he just got the big profit. These things that he does, he will never speak about. Okay? But he is speaking about other things, about business and to have a job, to have a business, to have something. But understand, to do a business is very difficult if you don't have money. And it's not easy. If you have a loan from the company and you have a debt and you can't make it, you will be bankrupt. So some people, they talk about business as it is, the money is for free. The money in the business is not free. That's why it is so hard. The people who are making business is you should struggle until you make it. So Peter Martin says, so is it best to watch a company for a while before deciding to buy Djellala? Yes. Because if I have money, if I have millions of shares, I will sell them, and then I don't need to work anymore. It means you don't need to work. You just go and retire in some place like other people, and that's it. But I understand that working is something good, and it's the only thing which is good in work is that when you are free. When you have a job, you have certain time, you should do the time, you should do the tasks, you should do the thing. But when you have a business, you are free to do a lot of stuff that when you are in a job, you can do. So I understand that this is the big difference between a job and maybe you ask for a vacation, they don't give it to you. If you have a business, you can take days off as you like. No one will talk to you because you are the owner. Okay? Tesla said, what tool and info that hedge fund have, but we don't? They have money to hire people to dig into the companies. Okay? Because the company tell you some information, but sometimes it is not right. Now, how do you know? You can't know. I can't know. Why? Because we don't know how to decipher all the information. There should be someone who is following the company and their news and the competition. Okay? You said what market trap that every trader should avoid? The biggest trap is price decline. If you see a company, the price is going down for a long time, just avoid it. Why you should go to a company that loses money and you see a good company and it's going up and you don't buy it? Why you buy the loser and you leave the winner? This is the thing I don't understand from a lot of traders. Because they think they can buy it from the bottom. Buying from bottom, from the support line, it has some techniques and its strategies. It is not any company that goes down, you buy it. Like the company that he showed us, which is KHC. This company is losing money. In one day, it lost 27%. What do you think? Do you think that this company tomorrow it will make 25% up? No. Okay? So this is the most important trap is price. For me, most of the time, if there is no reverse in the bottom, if there is no strong trend, I will not buy. But people, the stock is going down and they are buying. And the biggest losers that you see online is they say what we call dollar averaging. What does it mean? It means the stock, when the stock is going down, you buy more, and you are as if you are not buying from the expensive. You average down. It means you buy at 20, and you buy at 10, and then if you make the calculation, it is as if you buy at 15. But understand, from 10 it can go to 5. And from 5 it can go to $2, it can go to 1. So you will be losing all your money. That's why. Be with the winners, don't be with the losers. Okay? That's why they say the trend is your friend. Do you understand that? The trend is your friend. This is a Wall Street statement. Understand that when Wall Street they say a statement, it is for centuries and it is the same. If there is a trend, you buy, you will make money. If the trend is not good, it's just short, exit. Don't stay. Okay? So it is as simple as that. But people, they don't want to understand simple things. They think that there is a magic formula hidden under the table, and professional people, they do it, and the beginners, they don't know about it. It's like this kind of old magician stories that we saw in TV, in old movies. Okay? We still think that there is a Superman, or there is a Hulk, or there is a Batman. We always think, okay? We think about extraordinary things in our life. That's why these are movies. People who make movies, they make money. For us, we just watch and we just have a dream. Like the guy who is dreaming right now. Okay? So, Tesla said, I see some traders look to the chart and price and some fundamentals like sale, EPS, ROI to hold the maximum for 2 months. Listen, EPS, earning per share, is the company what it does in real life. It means the earnings, they divide them by the shares outstanding. You have what we call EPS. But this has nothing to do with the stock market. It has to do with earnings news, yes. If you want to go and listen to what the company says, if the EPS is above the analyst, what they say, the stock will go up, and you can buy at that time. You can do a day trade. If the stock is going down, if it has bad news, the earnings are bad, you can sell short and you can make money as a day trader. This I have explained many times in earnings day trading. It's very special. You should be there after the market. You should have a good broker. You ask your broker if he stays until 8 o'clock for trading, because sometimes if you buy at 5 o'clock, at 6 o'clock you want to sell, and the broker said to you, it's closed. They don't do trades after 6, but the market stays until 8. The exchange, it stays until 8 o'clock. So if you are going to do day trading because of the news, because you should be there. But this Roy and sale and the other stuff, if you are investing, you should look for many years, not 1 month or 2. This is if you are looking for the fundamentals of the company. If you are an investor, you are not an investor of 2 months. There is no investor of 2 months. There is a swing trade. For me, for example, I can stay 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months in a trade, because there is a trend. I don't see the ROI and the ESP and the other sale and the other stuff. I don't care. The price gives me the money. I don't care what the company is doing. Even if the company is doing bad, but the stock is going up, I will buy it. You see that? You see how trading is not investing? So don't confuse yourself, Tesla. Don't confuse two things that are so different. Investing is investing for the long run, for many years. Warren Buffett said, if you want to invest in a company, you should stay at least 20 years. Okay? And you say, I will invest 2 months. This 2 months is not investing. Because the company, let's say it has a bad earning. It doesn't mean that the company is not making money. No, it is making money. But the EPS that the company give is below the expectation of analysts. Some guys, they come and they short the stock. That's it. It has nothing to do with the company. The company is always making money, because any company who does not make money should not stay in the market, stock market or in the real market. Let's say you go to a restaurant and the people, they don't come to this restaurant, few people. So they lose money and then they collapse and then they stop making this restaurant, making food, and they close. Have you seen in these years that a lot of companies you see in your neighborhood, big companies, and they close? JCPenney, Sears. I have seen a lot of companies that they can't make money. That's why they go bankrupt and they lose. Okay? So, Dolo has a question. Is it a good strategy to buy a loser with a winning history? Okay. Dolo, what did I say? I say don't buy a loser. Okay? I think it's so clear. Don't buy a loser. Except when the fundamentals change, when there is something new to the company. Okay? This, you should follow the company and dig what's going on. It needs from you to work on this company or other companies. For example, now we have smartphones. Are you going to companies that make phones that are not smart? Are you going to buy this phone or to support this company in the future? No. Almost all the companies that they make very old phones, they have gone bankrupt because Apple and Samsung from South Korea and other companies, have made good smartphones. So are you going to buy a loser and to expect that this loser becomes like the big one? No. So for me, winning history, as you said, there are a lot of companies, they won at first when the competition is small. But now technology advances very quick. So these companies, if they don't follow the technology, they will collapse because they don't sell that much. So if I tell you right now, who the people, are they buying more smartphones, or are they buying smaller phones they are not smart? Okay? So look for the future, don't look in the past. The past is the past. It has ended. If a company was doing good and then doing bad, but now it changes its ways and it's doing good again and there is a trend, yes, you can buy it. But if there is a big change in the company, not the company is going bankruptcy and you are buying it, okay? And Dolo said, since the market repeats itself, yes, the market is repeating itself, okay? But there is a Chinese proverb. I will tell you, Dolo, I will tell you a Chinese proverb. You cannot swim in the river twice. Do you know why? This is a proverb they say about the water. Because the water that you swim in has gone down, okay? So when you go to the second time to swim, it is a new water. That's why they say you can't swim in the river twice. So it doesn't mean that Apple has succeeded, that another company doing the same as Apple will succeed. It can fail. But when we say history repeats itself, what do we mean? We mean that stocks go up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Some are successful, others are not. So you should do that. So Tesla said, is technical resistance that you mentioned in the past good indicators to the trend? What is this technical resistance that you talk about? I don't know. I don't use indicators. So I don't use indicators, so I don't know what you are talking about. Nazdinur, she said, hey Karim, I think you should consider making a lesson 22, how to buy or trade earning dates. With your expertise and knowledge, we will learn a lot. Nazdinur, I have made a lot of ebooks and I published them in another website, but I didn't put them in my website. But this trade earning dates, I think I have mentioned in one of my ebooks, but no. So I will put all the ebooks that I have made. There are maybe 4, 5, or 6 I have made and publish them, but not in my website. They are new. I will announce them maybe next week, and I will put them as a new. But I didn't make training by videos for these ebooks. Okay, I didn't. But thank you, Nasser Nanochi, to tell me this. Thank you very much. Dolo Dunop, good point. I am fairly new to trading, so I haven't quite mastered patterns. Sometimes I can't tell losers from downtrends. Now listen, a company that was $50 and now it is $10. What do you think? It means it is 50 because the shares outstanding, let's say this company has 1 million. Now the companies have more than 1 million, okay? But I give you an example. If this company has 1 million shares and the stock is 50, so 1 million by 1 by 50, so it has $50 million capitalization. That's why we say cap. So this company is 50 million. It's the value of this company. We have the shares and we multiply them by the price. Now, if this company was 50, now it is 10. How much is the value of this company? It's only 10 million. So it lost 40 million. So what do you think this company will do in the future? Do you think it will come from 10, it goes to 100? It can, but 99.99 it will go down and it will lose business. Because when the price begin to go down, it means there is a problem. But if the whole market is going down, no. Like what happened last year. The companies, it means it's not the companies that they have, let's say, they have problems. No. But it is the whole market which is going down. So this is not the case of what I'm saying. Tesla said, with the headaches of Trump, can you still invest in Chinese tech? No, listen. Chinese tech, they are here. They are not in China. Okay? And listen, Trump will stay 1 year or 2 or 3 and then he go and someone comes. So you are not investing because of Trump. And Trump has shut down the government. But the stock market is doing so good in these 2 months. So you see that? The news that he has done doesn't affect the market anymore. So if you are sitting, you have some money and you are scared because of Trump and then Obama comes, you are scared that he does something, and then you are scared about this guy, you are scared about this guy, so we don't invest anymore. So the market will stop and wait for some guys that tell us, oh, you should invest because I am with investors. No. Okay? So understand that investing has nothing to do with the news. News, they come and they go, but it doesn't affect that much. Okay? Dolo said, if it was 50 and now it is 10, I would think the uptrend is seasonal before now. Yes. You should think whatever you think, but from 10, it can go to $1 and continue to think. Thank you very much for thinking. And when you sleep, you find that it goes from $1, it goes to $100 in your dream. Because you will buy at $1 and you sleep, and the next morning you find it $100 and you make a lot of money. Man, this is business. You see a company is losing money and it lost everything. There is no sale, and you told me that the company will get back again. If there is a change in this company, or it was bought by another company, maybe. But be careful. And why, if I tell you, Dolo, why you are always speaking about the losers? Why you are thinking always about to buy a loser? Why you don't think to buy a winner? Okay? So changing the mindset will help you make money in the future. So if something is going up, the probability of making money is better than the probability of losing money. If a company is losing money, the probability is it will continue it will continue losing money. Okay, that's it. Excuse me. Okay, as Peter Martin said, winner winner chicken dinner. Okay, so it's always be with the winners. Okay, the trend will tell you this. That's why for me, I don't buy too much from the bottom. I don't want to see miracles in the market. Miracles happened before. In ancient times, with the prophets and with other stuff, you see miracles. Right now, there is no miracle. Something is doing bad, it continues to do bad. As you can see, Bitcoin, it was $20,000, now it is $3,500, and people, they still think that it can go to 20,000 again. This is the mindset. People, they like losers. I don't know why, but they like them. For me, I don't like losers. Okay, so now it is 2 hours. We have spent 2 hours speaking, and it was a very nice live session. Please, if you have questions, you can send me emails. If you are interested into training or so, you can just, thank you very much, Tesla. You can just send me an email or check my website. Okay, and the first training is for free. So Bolo or Dolo, if you are interested, you can check. Okay, you can check my website, and you can see here is my email if you want to send me an email in this week. Okay, especially Dolo because he's new here. Nasdulunchi, thank you very much. And this is, let's see, my website. The first training is for free for those guys who want to check, like Dolo, for example. If you go to my website, Djellala.net, you will find the first training for free. You find the chart that I use for free. You go and you have a training. It's very good as a beginning to understand how to see the chart, how my strategies work. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Send me an email if you have any questions, and watch my videos. I post daily videos, and let's see you next week if God wills. Thank you very much.